can't ignore a violent attack on democracy and the peaceful transfer of power. I've always said the Democrats really had no choice. The Republicans had no choice. But the Republicans embrace power and want to rewrite history about what happened on January 6th, whether they're back in power now or when a week or two after the attack happened, when their very lives were at stake. It is the height of hypocrisy and the depth of arrogance. And so with new power, with Donald Trump, and with that power comes his commuting their sentences and
Right.
pardoning them. It's just really a sad day in history. Blue lives really don't matter. This transcended politics, right? This is an attack on democracy, an attack on police officers, really an attack to try to get to the Vice President Pence, an attack to stop the transfer of power. These people were committed, and they were violent. Everyone wasn't violent, but the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys and these other organizations who got 10, 20 years in jail were really bad, violent people and have no regrets about it. And many of them have been interviewed and said they have no problem doing it again. You simply cannot have that type of bad behavior, and that's an understatement, of violent behavior, and then say they're hostages or that they're political prisoners because they went to commit violence and stop the transfer of power. Let's not do that. Let's agree that that was a violent day, and whether he should have pardoned them or not, let's agree that he probably should not have pardoned all of them because they did damage to our democracy and to those who protect that capital. The Democrats would be smart to push for a reasonable border bill, the Langford bill, for example,
right,
without going too far to H.R. number 1 that was introduced about 4 years ago. This is a place where majority of Americans want our border safe, and the images of people just coming across the border illegally, that simply won't stand. And we move too slowly on that. I will concede that. So
right,
that, I think the immigration is where they can certainly have some bipartisan support. The second part is these wars, the Israeli war and with Hamas, as well as the Russian Ukraine war, where you got a lot of support. And it's okay if Trump takes the win, the war and the killing stops. They can both take credit for it and move forward. Those are two, or rather three, big issues that Dems and Republicans should work on it. And I think the public, Democrats and Republicans, would give them a lot of credit for it.